everybody. Welcome to Illustrator Jones once again. Yes, it's another shapy, dewy, sketchy kind of... I don't know. I was going to draw a hill or a big head with fleas on it, but... I don't know where it comes from, everybody. I have no idea. I draw a shape and then the drawings just take me wherever they want to go. Unfortunately, that's my brain. It goes wherever it wants to. It doesn't tell me where it's going to go. I don't know. I'm just on for the ride, I think. But saying that, that's quite what it's like in life, to be perfectly honest. Anyway, hope everybody's having a lovely draw. Everybody's safe and well. Lovely to see you. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for subscribing. And leaving your likes and your lovely comments, by the way. I really appreciate your comments. They're smashing. And sorry about the last video. It was a bit short, wasn't it? It was. I had it all finished. I really did. And then I must have gone and deleted a file and lost it all. Well, I lost a big chunk of it, so I had to kind of do it in a... Oh, sorry. I hadn't done the voiceover, so if that makes you feel any better, it's probably not going to make you feel any better at all. But anyway, I'm just going to adjust my microphone to here, I think. And hopefully everything will be okay and everything's recording. But yes, welcome to Illustrator Jones. So, I'm drawing... what went through my mind was, I had an idea as I was drawing this. Why don't I draw the inside of a spaceship? And then I thought to myself, because I just watched some of War of the Worlds with my son Harry, the Steven Spielberg one, which is very good actually. It still holds up, that does. And I thought to myself, well, nobody takes any notice of the aliens, do they? Well, they do take notice of them. You can't exactly ignore them, can you? But from their point of view, why are they there? What's their purpose, you know? What's their mission? Is it aggressive? Yeah, well, it is aggressive. Anyway, I thought I'd draw a picture from the aliens' point of view inside the little tripods, you know, ships that go around heat gunning everybody, the heat ray. As, oh, do you know, I can never remember who writes what. I've read the book. The book's very, very good. Actually, I think the book is better than any of the movies. It's much, much better. And it's definitely much better than the one that was done by ITV. What a load of... Anyway. So it's from the point of view of the aliens inside their ships. And I've done it like a three-manned ship kind of thing, you know. And why are they there? Well, you know, in the books, it's quite gruesome what they do. They drain the human bodies and ingest their blood. Yeah, they do. It's horrible. It's not very nice. When I first heard of War of the Worlds, it was through Jeff Wayne's War of the Worlds, the music in the late 70s, early 80s. I can't remember. Frightened the daylights out of me, that did. So I've got a big TV screen. I quite like the idea of having round TV screens. Yeah, and they're having a down-to-earth view of the human populace being roasted alive by the heat ray, which in the Steven Spielberg, they just puff into puffs of smoke, of dust, which is, yeah, it's all right, you know. They could have had a little bit of a skeleton inside, couldn't you? Going, but he didn't. But then again, who am I to say? And then I drew the aliens. So they're very much like... oh, I forgot what they're called now, the aliens. I've got them. Oh, I can't remember what they're called. But yeah, very similar to the ones on Steppington. But they're quite funny. So that's where I went with it. I thought I'm going to do a huge scene inside the spaceship that nobody's ever seen. Well, some might have seen. I don't know. Has anybody done that before? Has anybody shown the aliens inside? I can't remember. I was never impressed with the, I think, is it 1950s War of the Worlds? Or was it 60s? I can't remember. it was all right, but I'll have to watch that again because there's a reason for that of being quite a big hit of a movie, isn't it? I've been slowly and surely collecting all my horror films from the 1930s, 40s, 50s, and 60s. Yes, I have. I don't go above the 70s because they all get gory and horrible. But yeah, they're all laughing inside the spaceship because I can see, it's so easy for them. In the book, you see, they come up against cannons, they have got weapons, the humans, but not a heat ray and not huge machines like this that can plod around the place. So I have visions of them screaming, laughing inside, going, "This is so funny, this is so easy, it's like taking candy from a baby." Sorry, that was Fert's line. I should have given that to Fert. I might give it to him later because he's an alien and he loves this kind of thing. Then again, he would. But yes, so that's where I was going. I didn't. Yes, I drew some skeletons with their eyeballs popping out because of the steam and pressure from the heat ray, and you'll see in a minute what I do with the aliens in the front. I think it's quite. Now I tried out a new camera. A 4K camera. I bought a 4K camera and I couldn't really see the difference between the two. I don't know. I'd sent it back because it wasn't focusing properly, so I had to send it back. So he's eating a. It's called. I think I'm going to call this alien fast food or McAliens fast food or McMars drive-through, something like that. That sounds quite good actually. I called it that. So you'll have to wait and see what I called it now because I don't know yet. So inking now. We're off to inking. So I'm happy with all. There's a lot of busy pencil drawing on this drawing. It's really busy because I've given them 3 arms and I haven't really distinguished where those arms are coming from. And they've got tentacles for legs. Because in the films I think they've got like long arms or something, So yes, in the Steven Spielberg one, they've got long, gangly legs. 3 legs, I think they've got. I've given them 3 arms and squid legs, and they're having a great time eating their fast food. And then it came to me as I was drawing it. Oh, well, you'll see in a minute. I can't give it away yet. The punchline comes in a minute. So wait, be patient. Why do I keep on breaking out in furts? Sounds like a disease, doesn't it? Oh, I've broken out in a terrible case of furts. Oh dear. One thing I did do, for some reason, on the end of their tentacles, I gave them big woolly socks. They're in outer space, they're going to get cold, aren't they? So I give them big woolly socks. Well, sock. Yes, socks. 3, you have to be, several pairs of socks. No. 1 or 2 or 3 pairs of socks. Big woolly ones on the end of each tentacle, Tentacle warmers instead of leg warmers. Do you remember leg warmers? Girls wearing those in school around their ankles. How ridiculous were those? Made them look like they had some sort of gout problem. Anyway, I digress as usual. Yes, it's coming together. It's coming together. I've just got to be careful and keep thinking where I put the lines, how thick the lines are going down, what I'm going to do in the background and all that business. It's the same panic and drawing by the seat of my pants as usual. So what have I written on there? So have a guess what I've written on that carton that he's drinking from. And have a look at the other thing that he's eating and see if you can think of a punchline to go with those. But yeah, so I hope everybody's having a go at drawing. I know some of you are. You were telling me that you were putting these terrible videos on for hours on end, and some other people's ones like Kyron Siemens, and which are far more superior to this rubbish. But yeah, thank you ever so much. It's very kind of you. Sorry I upset some with the shortness of the video last week. Yeah, it was meant to be the next video, that was, and I was quite disappointed really, because I quite liked the drawing in the end. It didn't know what to do with it. So drawing the interior of the spaceship, I just have ideas of all pipes and conduits all on the outside of things, not hidden behind walls and smoothness and all that business, because that's boring. It's everything has to be visible and I don't know what the word is. But, it's similar to Star Wars, isn't it? That kind of thing, you know. And Ridley Scott's Alien. If you watch that, that's very, you know. There are some smooth lines in it, but mostly it's all built just to use, you know. There we go. There's the big screen. Now this screen, this round screen, the idea of that comes from a film called The Shadow with Alec Baldwin in it, and which I absolutely love, but it didn't do very well. I thought it was great. It was in the tone of Batman, the one Michael Keaton was in. Anyway, in that he goes into an office or a secret room, and he presses a button, and he's got a round TV screen which opens up like a I don't know how you would describe it, like a sphincter kind of thing, but metal. Oh, and I love that. You know, if you remember Alien, the tunnels they go into to try and to try and see where the alien is in the tunnels, those doors that open that are round, it was the same as that. And I don't know, I just loved it. Absolutely loved this TV that he looked at, you know. Have a look at it, see what you think. There's some lovely special effects in that film, some lovely buildings in the background. But yes, very, very good. That's what inspired me to draw that TV. A lot of these, my TVs I draw around like that. So I'm drawing the buildings in the background now, all on fire, all in a city, you know, because cities, basically cities are horrible places. I can't stand them. I hate cities. I think that who ever would willingly want to live in a city, I've no idea. I wouldn't, that's for sure. I live in the middle of nowhere, literally in the middle of nowhere in West Wales. There are some towns around, you know. Even then, it's a push for me to go to visit those. So yeah, I'm drawing the city. It's like a 1930s city. Buildings all on fire and falling over and semi-broken and everything. Oh. Got to be careful though, it doesn't compete with the drawings at the front, you see. So, but I saw that out later with a bit of chalk pencil. Not chalk pencil, sorry. White charcoal pencil. You've seen me use it before. It works great for dropping things back in the background. So now I'm making this into like a, CNN News, CNN, all that business. I'm doing that kind of thing. So I'm doing an alien. He's saying the news, you know, to them inside the ship, as if this is all going on. You see, while everybody downstairs is screaming and being lit on fire, as you can see. It's like a news report, you know. So yeah, I wasn't sure about the eyeballs, but I did them anyway, and the hand is a little idea of what's in that sandwich. Now, I was going to call it something like a hand sandwich, but I didn't call it a hand sandwich. You better be recording. I'm watching you. Darn machine, and you, don't you call me a you? That's Laurel and Hardy, that is. That don't you call me a you? That's where I can't remember what episode or what film it was from. So yeah, drawing the heat ray, devastating heat ray, causing utter havoc on the surface of planet Earth. All there we go. Look, I'm putting a thick line around them now just to make sure they pop off the page a little bit more. I will enhance that later on, of course, with my Posca White. As you have seen, it's my new favourite thing to do in these drawings for some reason. Now, somebody suggested, they wrote to me the other day on the last video, that the drawings I do would make good trading cards. What do you think? Anybody got any thoughts on that? Because I wouldn't know where to start, to be honest. Because I've never been into that kind of thing. It's never really triggered my imagination, trading cards. Although I have, I like the look of them. I wouldn't know where to start drawing them. Can they just be of anything, or I don't know. The Prion Empire. It's although I called it the Martian Empire in this, as you will have noticed in one of the little thumbnails I've sent out. Yeah, it's the Prion Empire that they look very much like. They must be relatives of some sort. That's all I can think of. Yes, it's all coming together now. So I'm adding in some darks now, because outside would be a lot brighter. For number one, it's in daylight. Number two, there's lots and lots of fire and destruction going on, so everything would be very bright, which would make the interior feel dark. Of the what are they called? Tripods? I'm not sure. I think they're called tripods, aren't they? There's another book called Tripods, which I've never read. I remember there was a TV series when I was a kid in the 70s, I think it was, called The Tripods. But I only watched a bit of it. So rubbing out all the pencil. Yes. And adding a little bit more detail with the fine liner. I don't put anything on the floor, because do I put anything on the floor? I can't remember now. I'm saying something and I'm not too sure if I do that. I do that. But yeah. So I've been watching lots of movies. I've watched The House of Dracula, The House of Frankenstein. I've watched the entire, or nearly the entire collection of the Invisible Man series. Colour. We're off to colour. I'm using watercolour because I much prefer the experience of using watercolours from the felt pens. I do like the finish of the felt pens. I love that. But for some reason it feels more creative, mixing your colours and all that business, I enjoy that more. So that's why I'm using watercolours. Yeah. So yeah, the Invisible Man, the first one with Claude Rains in it. He plays the mad scientist who makes himself invisible. Brilliant film. 1933, is it? I can't remember. Anyway, I didn't know they'd done more after that in the 30s and I think 40s. So they came in a box set of them all. I think there's an Abbott and Costello one in there as well, which I haven't watched yet. I think it's the Revenge of the Return of the Invisible Man, Revenge of the Invisible Woman, which was a bit more tongue-in-cheek. The Invisible Agent, Secret Agent. Now that sounds daft, doesn't it? But that was a great film. They're all absolutely brilliant, and the special effects, I can't say enough that they are absolutely incredible for the day. They really are well done, brilliantly done. They wore a black velvet suit and then did some double exposures on the film, and well, I can tell you, it's really, really clever, because you can see people grabbing the suit of the Invisible Man like this, and he's got no head or hands. It's wonderful. Very, very, very clever. Brilliant, brilliant movies, brilliant stories. Every single one of them are just as good as each other. So, the lady, the Invisible Woman, is more tongue-in-cheek. It's funny. It's more of a comedy, but it's still brilliant. Still very, very well done. So I recommend those. I recommend those movies. They're great. The Invisible Man. I think it's six films. Brilliant. Peter Lorre is in the Invisible Secret Agent one. He plays a, which a lot of people would think now is terrible, but he plays a Japanese, like, you know, a secret agent kind of thing. He's wicked in it. He really is awful. But yes, it's a very, very good series of films. Excellent watch. Some brilliant special effects as well. Anyway, yeah, and the Frankenstein movies, I've watched quite a few of those. The House of Frankenstein, Frankenstein's Son, Frankenstein Meets the Wolfman. Loads of them. And I watched a real classic the other day, classic horror film, which was called The Thing from Another World. I can't remember what year that was. But that was very, very good. Is it Hawks? Can't think. Something Hawks, the director of that. Brilliant movie. Absolutely brilliant. Yeah, so that's what I've been doing. And I started watching a film the other day. I think it was called Hard Boiled. And I thought it was a kung fu movie. It wasn't a kung fu movie. Well, it was. I watched about 5 minutes of it. There was more blood in that 5 minutes than bullet holes than I've ever seen before. It was filmed by John Woo, I think. Oh goodness! I went back to the old films. I think that was from the 80s.
Warning. Yawn alert.
Or 90s,
Yawn
possibly,
alert.
actually.
Imminent.
Coming to think of it. Oh dear. I'm sorry. I've just set everybody off yawning now. So just adding a little bit to colour. I didn't know what to do the background, whether to do them brass coloured, you know. That was the original idea. But if I did it brass coloured and gold coloured, it was going to start to compete with the yellow in the fire behind and the fire on the screen. So I just went with the blue and some Payne's grey. So now I'm adding, what do you call it? The Posca white around the outside of the main characters, and also the explosions in the background and some of the clouds and things. I'm going around those, which drops them back as well. So I can't stress enough how useful and effective the white acrylic pen is, Posca or otherwise. That's entirely up to you. These are just more available, and they're a little bit more reliable than the other ones. But yes, so it's all, the interior is all coming together now. I thought I'd make it all blue so that the yellow in the background would pop off a little bit more. And it kind of worked. It kind of came together. I do add a little bit of colour late in a minute. I think. I have done already, haven't I? On the leads underneath the telly, I think I've given little bits of colour, and some of the leads in the background I've coloured red or green, whatever. Just to give it a little bit of interest. There we go. There's the charcoal white. Adding that. It makes a horrible noise when you put it on. All you hear. There we go. And
hello, computer.
Hello, computer. We're on to the computer. Yep, I'm cleaning everything up now. And there it is with a bit of dribbly goo coming from it. That's mustard and olive sauce, you know. What do they call it? Salad thing. There we go. Can you get the joke now? You get the joke? What it is? I'm still not going to tell you because the punchline comes out in the speech bubble in a minute. Yeah, just tidying everything up so you can see it a little bit better. I always like to tidy up the eyes and make them more pronounced. There you go. going to make the heat ray now. I want to make it green so it stands out better instead of just white. And then if I was going to do that, I was going to give those a green surround as well. And in there as well. Just to show that, well, that's what they're being hit by. Putting lots of little heat spots in. And tidying up the text. Yeah, it's all coming together now. So the little bit of mist around the edge of the screen, I wanted it as if it was, you know, because they give a little bit of light around the edges, don't they? Backlight, if you know what I mean. Yeah, there you go. Martian news. Tidy up his eyes a little bit, and then I thought to myself, he'd look better with a pair of glasses. And that's what I did. Oh, I don't do that yet. Sorry, I've just given that away and I shouldn't have done. Oh dear. Ah, there you go. I wasn't that far ahead of it, was I? Yeah. Pair of glasses. Don't know why, but I did. Newsreader. So here we go. Here's the speech bubble. Here it comes. Here comes the punchline. I'm calling it a handshake. Oh dear. I thought that was funny. Oh come on, it wasn't that bad. I'm calling mine a handshake. And I'm calling mine, wait for it, a hamburger. Oh, yeah. Come on, it's funny. Ooh, and I wanted the. Ooh. My dogs are barking. I wanted him to say something, you know, news reportery-ish. So, there we go. And that's basically it with putting my signature in. And I just want to say thank you to everybody for watching. Sorry about the dog. I'm going to kill him. And there's the final results. There's the black and white one. And there's the finished colour one. I hope you like this video. If you do, please leave a like, subscribe, and share the video with your friends. It'll help the channel grow. So, see you next time.
Hi everybody, come again when you've got less time. Hope you enjoyed the video. I didn't, it was rubbish. Anyway, thanks for watching.